All right, welcome in, you trader nerds. I said the other day, this is the finest community on the planet. This is where masterminds meet, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. And I love this little comment, y'all. This is so funny. Applied Organics made this comment. I just thought this was hilarious. So, let's see, where did he say? He said, it is the finest group, Bubba. Hell, before Bobby started trading this method, he was fat, he was on diabetes meds, and he lost a toe. Now look at him. He's making money every day. He's skinny, gaining muscle. He's off his diabetic meds. He's having to fight off single women. And I wouldn't be surprised if that toe doesn't grow back. That made my day. All right. Wow, look at the markets up. Wow. OB Steel. Look at this. We're up 1.36%. And look, when you look at the big green monster, our little 120 line held. So now it's back into the oversold area. As we said, it would probably test these areas. It probably wants to fill this. It's probably going back up here, right? So with this as support, we're going here. It's just a matter of time. When will this happen? In the next 10 days. That's when it will happen. I believe it. But the cool thing is, it really doesn't matter. So now I understand that some of y'all are a little disturbed. There is a disturbance in the trader nerd community. And I understand it because we want things to be simple. And I know what y'all are thinking. Oh, Bob has complicated the crap out of this. And I will first of all say I take full responsibility for complicating the simple. However, I did it for you and for me because you can trade it the old way. But what we did is by doing a few extra steps and changing up a few things, we've made the entire thing more robust. That's the word that Trey used the other day. He said it's more robust now. So we're increasing your profits and we're reducing your risk. That's what we're doing. So I hope that you will accept the changes in the spirit that they are presented and developed, which is to allow you to have greater profits and less risk. So if you'll understand that that's why we made the changes, you can still be trading it though. Let me be the guinea pig. You don't have to do it. Now, that's why it was really important for me to whoop out this document, right? I wanted to make sure all of you had the trading plan. I want y'all to have this. And this trading plan details every step of the process. It's got problem children in it. It's got the whole nine things. It's got everything in 3 little pages. So all of you have this. It's in our Discord room under trading plans. Make it yours. I got it in Word format. I got it in PDF. Make it yours. And if you have any questions after reading over it, like, whoa, Bob, what does this mean? Just, we'll work it out. So that's why I thought, oh man, if I give the children all of these changes, nobody's going to trade it. That's why I was like, I got to put it down on paper so that you have the plan, right? There is a disturbance in the force, Obi-Wan. So, everybody chill out. If you're doing it the same way that we were doing it and we used to put it on close to 60 without going over and you're going to do both that, that's fine too. That's fine too. No big deal. We're just trying to create a more robust process. Okay. So with that being said, I just want y'all to, I want everybody, all the kids, because now I do need to tell y'all another thing to be noticing about me. So I had my psychiatrist visit yesterday. So he wants me to stay off my Adderall for a couple weeks. And then he put me on a mood stabilizer. So today was day 1 of the mood stabilizer. Now, he said that the only known drawback is 15% of people can't take it, can't tolerate this medicine. He said, Bobby, I'm hoping you're in the 85 that can, because 15% of them, it puts them to sleep all the time. They just won't sleep all the time. So I'm sitting there thinking, I don't know, I got up kind of early today. I've already been to the gym. I worked out an hour and a half. I got my sweat on. And I feel pretty good, but I'm on a different mood stabilizer. So it's incumbent upon y'all to let me know if it's what it's doing to me, right? So we're trying to, and I don't even know what the name of it is. I can't pronounce it. So we'll see. I'm on a move stabilizer. Now, I'm not able to focus. What the crap is Mark doing right on my screen? That's kind of cool, Mark. How'd you do that? I mean, I don't like that you did it, but is that sleep? Okay. Look at that, Mark wrote on my screen. Mark, can you erase that? Is that gonna be here the whole time? All right, so here we go. Let's do our thing. Y'all ready? Let's see how our little Tasty Work account is doing. It says I'm down $44, but is that the case? How in the crap did y'all write on my screen? That's freaking me out. Annotate, format, undo, clear. Will that do it? No. Clear all drawings. There we go. There we go. All right. I didn't know y'all could draw on my thing. That's kind of cool. All right. What was I saying? Oh yeah, let's see how this account's doing. So here we go. Let me get out of this. Clear out of that. Go back to mouse. All right, here we go. So I feel like I'm getting sleepy. I feel like I'm drowsy. I feel like if I just fall out in front of y'all, y'all just wake me up. All right, here we go. Let's see how our account's doing today. So over in the privacy mode, we are at 37,788. Come on, I want to play the Jeffersons today. Hey, 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 baby. 12, 21. Isn't this the winter solstice, whatever you call it? 37,788.62, baby. Cue the Jeffersons.
Well, we're moving on now to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Yes, hallelujah. We are up 6.78%. Since when, Bob? Since October 13th. That's pretty darn good, y'all. In the same time, the S&P is, what's the S&P up? The S&P is up 5.36. We're up 6.78. I like that. That's really good. All right, so let's go put our little stuff in here. So you bring it back over here so y'all can see it. Our deltas and our thetas. Look at this. What did Jojo? What?
After you're done,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, what's that? Connect 4? Yeah, I'll play with you. All right, so my deltas are negative, y'all, in a bullish strategy. Is that crazy or what? Negative 12 and my theta's only down to 35. Negative 12 and 35. Oh, be still. Negative 12. Oh no, look at my theta just got wrecked. Ouch. Oh my gosh, I'm never blue in this account. Have I ever been blue? Let's see. Oh, I'm blue. Yeah, I've been blue a couple times. Okay, so I'm blue. And our little buying power, let's see, VIX apparently is around 20. Is that right? Yep. And so let me type that in, VIX at 20. So our buying pair, one to working pair, is 15,347. Oh, that went down too. 15,347. So, oh my gosh. Now, this is where we have what do you call a disturbance in the force? Will be one. So, where our little buying pair is too much, but our theta is too little. And you say to yourself, Bobby, what do I do? Well, let's see what the little thing here says. All right, so we go to our little thing here, and it says, see if I can find where it says, trade entry. If any of the trade metrics are violated, no new trade will be initiated unless, so we've got one thing violated, right? If theta is below that 0.1% of the net liquid value of the account, while any other metric may be violated, permission is granted to open a new trade. So what it's saying is, hey, Tubby, you big fat slob, you don't have to open nothing, but you can if you so desire. And you know what? I so desire because I am a risk taker. So you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this because I'm excited now. I wasn't excited before. I'm excited to reduce my risk at shorter expirations and transfer my risk to what? To the farther dated expirations. At some point, ladies and gentlemen, all of our risk will be contained between about 90 and 60 days. That's where we're moving all of our risk. 90 to 60 is where you and I will habituate. Please. That's a better word. We won't habitate or habitate. We will live there in the 60 to 90 days. That's where our sweet spot is going to be on our naked puts. So, you know, this one right here is up $111. It's at 98%. I'm gonna take a little bit of risk off. Not a lot. I'm just gonna close one here or there. All right, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna try to get filled for 15 cents. Let's see if we get filled 15. And if we do, I'm gonna be mad that I didn't go for 10. Dang it, but at least I did. Okay, so now we'll go up a little bit.
They're in the bag.
Everybody's on vacation. Go get out of it. Boom. We are out, baby. So that should have taken off a little bit of buying power. Of course, we'll have to refresh it because it doesn't automatically refresh. And boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom. All right, so let's now do the brand new. Yeah, maybe just a slob. Exactly, Matt. I can't call myself a. See, Matt. You know, Matt and my wife are always talking on the phone, and or something. Beth's always asking, "How's that nice little Matt doing? Is he okay?" And I'm like, "She don't ask about the rest of y'all. She don't even worry about y'all. She don't even worry about Ed. You know, she don't worry about Ken or Rick. She's all, how's that nice little Matt doing? Unbelievable." All right, so what were we doing? Oh yeah, so we closed a little trade, take a little risk off, and we're going to move risk out. So here's how the new one-eyed wombat. Yeah, what is that? I didn't read that thing. It says one-eyed and it was a W. What's the word? What are y'all calling this thing? One-eyed. I like one-eyed frog. One-eyed. I kind of like one-eyed wombat. I don't know. That's too hard to say. I don't even know what a wombat is. So what we do is go to 60 days or more. Now the problem is, what was it, Ed?
One-eyed whale.
A one-eyed whale. Kind of like that. One-eyed
That's
whale.
That's what Rob came up with.
Do y'all like that better than one-eyed squirrel? One-eyed squirrel. Hey, you know what? I feel so bad. So, you know, something's been killing my chickens. So I put a trap out and I put some raw bacon in it, thinking that I'd catch a coyote or something. And I put a trap out there. And so, you know, we drive by every day, nothing. So I stopped looking at it. And Beth told me the other day, it's probably been out there 2 or 3 months, right? This bacon trying to catch a coyote. And Beth told me the other day, she said, "Oh, Bobby, you need to go check the trap." I said, "What is it?" She said, "There's a squirrel in there and he has crossed over Chili Jordan's tide. He is no longer with us. And he's like all rotted and stuff." And I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes me feel bad that I killed a squirrel. Anyway, where were we? Oh, so these days are not even right over here, right? So that's not really 60. That's like 58 or 57. So I'm going to go put it. Now, you could put it here, but remember the goal now, the management of the naked put is to hold it for 30 days and then close it. And then put on another naked put and then close it after 30 days. So I kind of need 60 days on the put. So if I open this, it'll probably show what the actual days is. It says 58. So, you know, you could stretch it and go, well, I'm going to close them after, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to put mine at 71 days. I put debit spread. So I'm going to go long put vertical. We're going to go 50 wide. Right? And we're going to go down. We're going to buy this thing for $10. $10. Look at that. $10. $9.75. There's $10. All right. Any questions on the put debit spread? Now, the put debit spread is. So sorry, Bobby. I was trying to search for chat. Then I heard you call my name. I said, "Jesus, help me. What am I doing?" That's good. All right. So, hey, how come I ain't getting filled at my $10? You freaks. Maybe go to 10 1/4. Where are you? Put debit spread. Now, what's the goal to put debit spread? Y'all, this only has like a 20% probability of being profitable. This thing is going on till expiration. Now, let's go back to the trading spread. Let's see what we do with the put debit spread, okay? So here's the put debit spread. Put debit spread is bought at closest to 60 days without going under. That's why I went to 71 days. The width is 50 points wide. Bobby, I do 30 points. Hey, whatever you do, man, change the plan. All right, the cost is quoted at a $10 debit, but we know with the MES, its actual cost is $50. Under normal circumstances, the put debit spread expires worthless. Permission is granted to close it before expiration if what? The spread is approaching 100% profit, you know, you can close it. Or the current price of the underlying is under that profit tier that we put up so many times. And we think that it may exit the profit tier if we don't hurry up and close it. We could take that extra profit, or if any leg of the spread is in the money, it must be closed before expiration to avoid exercising assignment fees. Check with your broker. Any questions on the put debit spread? No. Yeah, I think it's in my head that I'm sleeping. Because he said, because you know, if 15% of the population is going to go crazy on this, it's going to be me. Y'all know what it is. So anyway, now.
Set it up.
Good, Joe. We're gonna play Connect Four in a little bit. All right, so naked put, a single put is sold. Wait a minute, Bobby, I thought we was doing 112s. Well, we were, but now we figured out we could do a 111. Where's the days to expiration? Closest to 90 days. Now notice it doesn't say over or under here. It just says go to the expiration that is closest to 90 days. All right, what strike do I want? Well, I want approximately a 10 to 12 delta. So a 10 to 12% probability of being in the money. If you're low on theta, and you want to be a little more aggressive, I do 12. If you want to throttle it back and be less aggressive, you know, do it 10. So the naked put is to be closed after 30 days. Y'all, come hell or high water, we're going to close it after 30 days. Unless the 30th day falls on a weekend or a holiday, then we're going to close it on the following trading day. Under ordinary circumstances, the naked put will reach 55% profitability after 30 days, although the trade is to be closed after 30 days, regardless of profitability. Questions on that? Brett says, I'm sure there's nothing else before Brett. Read this down so everybody see the question. Do you think it is the same trade if you open 90 days to expiration 111 and close at 60 days versus open at 60 111 and close at 30 days just before the slowdown window? Basically, you're holding both for 30 days with the same rate of decay. Okay, great question, Brett. So here's what we were reminded on. Here's what Rob reminded me on. And I think this is in my dissertation if you look at it. So when you're looking at, and I'll go to Ed's little thing here. Let's see who I was chatting with Ed so we can show the chart. Some of y'all may have missed this. And it's going to be kind of a little hard to see, but we're going to pull it up anyway. We want you to see this chart. Okay. So it's just a little froggy, right? It's a little froggy. You can't really see it, but this is like 98 days. This is like 60 and 56 all in here. Look at the blue line. This is out of the money puts, right? So out of the money puts from 98 till this is about what, 65 or so. From 98 to 65, I want you to look at what a decay curve looks like. It is straight as a bullet. Right? Now watch what happens. If we go in this 60-day area, we're kind of at this slope. Which one's steeper? The 90 to 60 is steeper than the 60 to the 30. So that's why we decided, hey, wait a minute, it makes sense to put the nakeds out closer to 90. That's why we moved. And in about that 30 days, you're going to get, well, that's from 98 to what, but I think what we found is from 90 to 60, you're going to get about a 55% drop. Right? So really, really good stuff here to go, hey, wait a minute. And I know what some of y'all are saying. Wait a minute, Bobby, that ain't what Tasty Trade shows. Tasty Trade shows this. Y'all remember this little curve, right? Well, what is that? That is a, say it with me, at the money option, not an out of the money. We're talking about far out of the money puts. So far out of the money puts, we're going to go swoosh to swoosh rather than swoosh to swoosh. And we definitely, and see, here's where I made a mistake. I've been holding on for these pennies right here. Well, look at the decay. There's no decay here. Yeah, Bobby, but it's all of them's going to zero. I know, but why don't we be here where we can get 55% of the profit? Isn't that cool? Everybody fine with that? So that's why we're going to 90. All right, rather than 60. But keep in mind, if y'all want to do 60, do 60. Do 60. That's fine too. Now, another reason, Brett, that we're going to 90 is we are riding the one-eared donkey down the cliff 2 times. So it's like Rick is going to ride the donkey down halfway, and then he's going to pass it off to Ken. And Ken's going to say, all right, I'm going to take the donkey down for the second time. So we're going to sell 2 puts for 1 put spread. Everybody with me? 2 puts, and we're going to recycle that put debit spread for 2 riders. The first one that I'm selling today, and then the other one that I'm going to sell in 30 days. That is cool. Because what does that do? Remember how many times we fussed about the commissions? Oh my gosh, I don't want to fuss on, I don't want to do the commissions and blah, 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 blah. Y'all know how it's been. So now we're saying crap on that. Now, let me show you why we're choosing the 10 to 12 percent probability being an option. And Rob brought this up. The slope from 60, 30 days seems negligible, especially once you factor in all the Greeks and their fluctuations. Okay, I have to think about that. And I don't know, with this new medicine, I think I'm not thinking good. All right, so where would we normally sell a put, y'all? About right here. We've been selling, we say about $10, but you know I'm greedy, so I go up and sell these things around here. So I would be selling ordinarily under our old plan. We'd be closest to 60 without going over. So I'd be selling these, say it would be 33.40 put, right? Which is at a 7% probability being in the money in 60 days. How many more days to Christmas Eve? Let's see. Day is Wednesday. So we got one sleep, Thursday night sleep, Friday night sleep, Saturday night is when Santa Claus. So what's that, 4 days? All right. So we normally, if we were doing it under the old way, sell to 33.40. Now let's go to 90 days. And this, and how many of these would we sell, y'all? We would sell 2 of these. All right. So ordinarily I'll be selling 2 of these if we're doing it under the old system. And that would take, just not combined with the other puts, but that would take $1,017 of buying power. So now let's just see what the 33.40 is at 90 days, right? Closest to 9 days here. 33.40. Let's go see what old 33.40 is out here. 33.40, y'all, is exactly the 10 delta. Remember I said between the 10 and 11 and 12% probability of being in the money. So now we can sell 1. So remember, the other trade was selling 2 of these, collecting $24, $23 with $1,017 in buying power. Let's clear that. If we go out to 90 and sell the 33.40, watch, we're collecting a little bit more money. We're only going to do 1, and we cut the buying power in half. Oh, be still my heart. Does everybody see how cool this is? Now, do you see why we're going out to 90 days? Wait a minute, Bob. You're saying I'm going to get the same equal credit or a little more than I would do from selling 2 options in the 60 days, and you're going to cut your buying power in half? Yes. Boom. Y'all. Because, and let me give Rob credit on this. Rob says, hey, Bob, if you're comfortable selling the 33.40 at 60 days, 2 of them, why wouldn't you be comfortable selling the same strike at 90 days, especially if you're going to close it after 30 days? And I go, dang, if that ain't just brilliant. I said, that is amazing. So let's try to sell this one here, right? 24.50. See if we get filled here at the 90 days, and chonga chicka chonga, the one-eyed wombat, whatever we're calling it, and reduce notional exposure. And you should hug Nick. Exactly, Nick. We're going to reduce notional exposure. Do y'all see how we're making the program, say it with me, more robust? Right? The 2-eared donkey or 1-eared donkey or whatever we're going to call this thing is a little bit safer, a little bit more profitable, a little less risky. It's just, we're just checking off these boxes, baby. We're just checking off the boxes. So my theta, even though I closed the position, went from, what's this? I think I increased my theta too, didn't I? Yeah. My theta, even though I closed 2 options, my theta now has increased from 35 to 37. Yay, Bobby. Look at Bob. Oh, Bob, oh, Bob, oh, Bob. Look at me. Ta-da! I'm at 0.1%. That is the way you do it. And I'll bet you my buying power went down. 15,347. Let's see. We'll see what it is. 15,347. Let's update it. How did I do it? 15,347. Okay, we went up. Oh, big deal. Right. Okay. Good. Any questions on that? Isn't this great? Y'all, I mean, we are the stuff right now. Now, there is one additional thing that we are working on behind the scenes. And we'll probably talk about it. You know, Ed and I were talking last night. We don't want to scare the children. No, we don't want to scare everybody. But I think this is a Muscadine Mafia type session that we will have this Friday. So after our regular session on Friday, that's when I think I'm gonna start doing Muscadine Mafia sessions. So this week it's gonna be Muscadine Mafia and Hello Ladies. We'll have a session this Friday after our regular 2 o'clock Eastern time session. If you can't make it, it'll be recorded, where we're going to talk about mechanizing, whatever the word is, making it mechanical, about also putting in some type of hedge with each one of these trades too. So we're working on that. We're working on that behind the scenes. We don't want to scare everybody. We don't want everybody to get discouraged and go, it's too complicated. I'm trying to walk y'all through the reasoning of all this. And again, you have the plan, you have the knowledge, you have the power, you've got all of it right here. And if any of you's got a question about this, you know, read over it, and then you go, Bobby, this doesn't make sense. What does this mean? Then let's do it. Let's do it. All right, with that said, let's go to another account. So I'm going real slow through, right? Real slow. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's see if we can play the Jeffersons again. We ought to call it the one-eyed Jefferson. I don't know why I'm doing one-eyed stuff, but that's kind of cool. All right, so 107,010. We're over 107,000. Remember, we were at 98,000 just a few weeks ago, and now we're at 107. What was it? 107,010. Look at us, y'all. I mean, we're the stuff of champions. So let's go find this one. 107,010. Y'all, police. 107,010. Y'all know what the music is. It's
Well, we're moving on now to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
y'all, if you look at our realized returns are $11,106 this year. Yeah, that is phenomenal. Bobby, that would be about 11% on the. I know, y'all know why it's down. We're up 5.23% when the market's down 13%. Y'all, we are. This should be 10% if we hadn't done the stupid trades, but we did the stupid trade. So I can't apologize them for enough. Let's see what our Gregson ratios are in this one. I'm looking forward to seeing. So today's the 21st. Let's go grab them. So our deltas are -9 on a bullish strategy, y'all. Unbelievable. -9 and let's say 50. -9 and 50. How is that possible? Our little friend, the put debits. Oh my gosh. Look at this, y'all. -9 and 50. I am, oh, be still. I can't keep enough gas in the tank in this little car. We know our VIX is around 20. And we are using how much in buying pair? We're using 38,197. Looks like they took premium out again. 38,197. 38,197. So we are at 35%. Look at that. Okay, but it says it's red. It's over. Remember, do I have to put on a new trade? No. Do I have to? No. Well, remember, the trade says, the plan says, and you can change your plan in what it says. It says if one of our 3 metrics is violated, but theta is less than 0.1, I have permission, but not the obligation to put on a trade. And you know what old Sweet Bobby's going to do? Because I am a risk taker, I'm going to put on a new trade because I am excited. All right, so let's go over here. Let's do the same stinking trade we did on the other one. And let's figure this out. Let's don't do it on the ES, Bob. We've had some questions. When can I start doing ES? You better wait till your account gets really, really high before you go ES. And then once you get your $1 million account, you can be doing SPX. Isn't that cool? All right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I've got to figure out what I did over here. So over here, I did the activity. I sold the 86-day 3340. 86-day 3340. 33.40. There you are, little feller. Let's sell you. And let's try to get that 24.25. And I'm gonna do one of them. Now I could do two tranches in this one, but it's not a really good day to do two tranches on an up day, right? A big up day. So I'm just gonna do one. $763 in buying power for that. Chapoon, chapoon. Fill me, baby. I said, fill me. Fill me, you little. I know, make it less advantageous, right? So $24. Come on, baby, hit me. There we go. And then we got to go to that 60 something days and get the other one, which was 36.40. 36.40. Oh Bob, oh Bob. So we're gonna go to the 58, no, 69 days, right? What did I say, 36.40? 36.40. So the cool thing is y'all can see this done in 3 different accounts. So you all ought to be able to pick this up. Don't give up. If you're new, stay with us. This is going to be life changing for you. I really believe that. Hey, got to make these in quarter increments. $10. Let's try to get that. Come on, baby. Fill me. Ta-da! So we're in for $10. All right. Now, you know what I'm also going to do? I'm also going to close some risk too. So I want to see my stuff. And I want to go to my, because I'm trying to transfer risk from the shorter durations and move it out between that 60 and 90 where you and I are going to stay. So yeah, Bobby, I'm taking off some theta, I know, but I'm just taking risk off, moving it out. We'll be fine. And I'll bet I don't have to close all these, but I'm going to close 4 of them. Let's try to get a feel for 40. And oh, good, Matt. Yeah, Matt, you missed it. This is good. And make sure, Matt, you get the trading plan. It's got it all spelled out in it. Because you know, evil Bobby was sitting there going, man, I bet I could sell this thing for $50. And then I was like, you know what? Merry Christmas. I love all of you. So I'm not selling it to nobody. I want y'all to have it. So everybody gets it. Everybody gets a trading plan. Make it your own. I want y'all to post it in the trading plan room. I want to see it change with your name on it and your little special, whatever you want to make out of it. So I'm taking off risk in the shorter days. So all risk, y'all, will be where? Naked risk will be between 90 and 60 days approximately, which means I got to draw 3 little things. Isn't that the approximate symbol? Approximately 90 to 60 days. No more will we have any risk, well, approximately, right? Between the 60 and 0 expiration. All those days are gone. Those days are gone. Out. The only thing that we'll have from 60 to 0 days are put debit spreads, which are our little friend that gets stronger and stronger as the days go by. All right. Let's go to the final account. So the final account is the little Crimson account. Why Crimson? Because I love Alabama. All right, so let's go to the Crimson account. Let's see if we can play the Jeffersons here today. And our net licky here is 27,979. 27,979. 27,979. 27,979. Cue the band, baby. 27,979. We know what that means. It is time for
Well, we're moving on now to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
our accretion ratios are, let's get our groups off. Don't include anything that's going on with your T-bills, right? So our accretion ratios are -5 deltas and 20 betas, -5 and 20. Ooh, look at that. Am I blue? I bet I'm blue. I bet I'm blue. Yes, I'm blue. That's fine. No big deal. We'll do another trade. Y'all get to see it again. Right? So buying power is 12,860. 12,860. Best got me. I got to burn boxes today. It is cold as crap outside, and I got to burn boxes. All right, so we got one violated. Right, deltas are fine. This is low. I have the, say it with me, permission to put on a new trade. No big deal. So let's go do it. Now, if you got multiple accounts over here, you know how to do it. Go back to your old account that you've already done the trades in and just copy them over. So our filled order, right? So we could go, let's do this, right? Create a duplicate order. And then let's try to get that 24.25 because I'm a greedy capitalist. I'm a big believer capitalist. And then just change your account here. See if we can get filled. Fill me, baby. Hit me, baby. Jack, all right, here we go. So we'll go make it less advantageous for our sales. And fill. I said and damn it. Unbelievable. 20, I'm gonna go to 23.75. Unstinking. Oh, ha 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 ha. I see what you did. I see what you did, Mr. Market. You were just playing me, weren't you? All right, so now let's go back to our other account. And let's get that put debit spread. So here's the vertical. We did for $10. Create a duplicate order. Yeah, create a duplicate order, confirm and send. Change your account to the Crimson account. And fill me, baby. Now, at the same time, while we are moving risk from the short term to and putting it all to the long term, let's just close a little something, you know what I'm saying? Just close a little something, a little something, something, a little something, 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 something. So let's go to my what do you call? Look how much money Ed's making me, y'all. Look at this. $15.54 profit year to date on my T-bills. Is that great? All right, so let's go close something in our naked puts here. This is 98% profitable at 9 days to go. No, just take a little risk off. Eventually, all of our risk will be at right here, 86, 69, 69. We will not have any 30, 41 days, any of that. That's all gone. So I'm just clearing it out and moving risk farther and farther away from the money. Well, away in time, not necessarily away from money, but you know what I'm saying. Let's make that 20. Come on, baby, fill me. Come on. Come on, daddy's baby. Come in, little puppy. My little boy pig, I know most people call them boars. I call them boys and girls. I know there's all kind of names. How's your sow doing? I don't know. How's my girl pigs doing? How's my boy pig? I call them girls, boy. My little boy pig has a problem. And his problem is he eats all the time. And his head is always like, he won't even look up at you because he's afraid he's going to miss food on the ground. So because of that, he's not doing his job with the romance of the 3 little girls that I've got because he's always eating. So Beth says I've got to like separate him from the girls for a few days. I don't know if that's going to do it or not. It's just like he's not interested in women, you know, and I don't know. I mean, but God love his little soul. If y'all know how to get him to do his little thing, because I'd love to have me some little baby Cooney pigs, but like I say, all he does is eats. That's all he does. So we'll see. All right, I got my stuff done, y'all. How y'all feel? Everybody feeling good? Any questions about the plan as it now exists? Show him an empty package of bacon. Yeah, I should show him the squirrel that died on the piece of bacon in the little trap. And if I'd have known the little squirrel, if I'd been checking the trap every day, I could have let him out. But what a way to die, man. You're in a cage, can't get out, and all you guys a piece of old rotten bacon. Unbelievable. What a way to go. I mean, I feel bad. You know, what was it, Dumb and Dumber, where they tied the dog to the back of the bumper? Or, you know, that was terrible. Oh, good. Bill's beginning to see it. Good. Pumpkin Man, very good session. Yeah, thank you. And that's the thing. I want you all to be able to do this. And like Raging Bull messaged me yesterday, he said, hey, man, thanks for talking to us and putting it in terms that those of us who are at a cubicle or at a factory can do this. And trust me, I never traded anything that I did on the desktop really, prior to me doing these sessions with y'all, what, 2 years ago? We started in December 2 years ago. So I used to do all my stuff on my phone because I was working from a cubicle. So when, you're sitting there going, Bobby, I can't open the spreadsheet there, and I can't open, you can do all this from your phone, right? All you got to know is what's your net leg, and the mobile app shows you that. And then go, okay, I shouldn't be more than 0.0015, my deltas higher than but you really don't have to worry about deltas with this plan. I'm telling you, I don't think we'll ever have to worry about deltas. All you got to do is measure your theta. So your mobile platform will show you what your theta is. So you take theta 20, right? Let me show you how to do this. You take 20 divided by whatever your net lick is. So my net lick is 12,979 divided by 12 or divided by 27,979. What does that come out? Oh, wait a minute. 20 is my theta divided by 27,979. So if you got a calculator at work, that don't make right. 20 divided by, what crap is that? Oh, I guess that is right. It's saying I got to move my thing, 4 this way. Anyway, that should be 0.0007, right? Which means that's not 0.001. So that means that, yeah, I need more theta in my count. That just looks funny to me. I don't remember my calculator ever doing that. Why is it not just giving me the 0.0000? Anyway, so then you go, what about my buying power, Bob? All you gotta do is say, how much buying power are you using? Right? So if you're using 12,860 in buying power, and that should be on your phone too, right? Divided by your account balance, 27,979. So I'm using 45.96%. And y'all know this is pretty constant, right? The VIX in the 20 is going to be 35. So all I got to do is kind of figure that out. And so you can do this. You can do the little back of the envelope calculations to figure out, hey, should I put on a new trade? And you really could do this in the evening too, because we're trading futures, right? We're open 23 hours a day. Now, I wouldn't suggest it, but because the liquidity and the bid-ask spreads are a little wide, but if you had to, you could do this at night. So, there should be no reason that you factory workers and cubicalians should not be able to do this. Yeah, it is, Matt. We've been doing this too. Yeah, was it National Lampoon that did that? Yeah, with the dollar. Yeah, we 2 years this month. Yeah, just multiply your net lit by 0.0015. That'll tell you your deltas, your maximum deltas. It's just easy, right? So as long as you got a calculator or got a pencil and paper, you can figure this stuff out. And really what you need to do is figure it out at night. Like, look at what your Greeks are at night, right? And then go in tomorrow going, okay, there's a pretty good chance that it's going to be roughly the same. So I could look here today and go, okay, yeah, I probably need another trade tomorrow. I could update my Greeks at the end of the day, or I could do it from, whatever my theta is now. Let's see what we look like now. Did I increase my theta or did I decrease it? We're closing all those. Let's see. Hopefully I increased it. Yeah, I increased my theta to 22. What were we? 20. Even though I closed some positions. Look at me. Right? I went from 20 to 22. So update them at the end of the day if you can't, and look at it so you've got a plan for the next day. And then just put on your trades. It's really simple. If I were you, I would download to your mobile device Tastyworks and Thinkorswim. So you got them both. Because if you're trading in Thinkorswim, it's easier to build the trade out in Tastyworks, even on the mobile app, right? Because it's kind of hard to figure out what the put debit spread should be. You could do it though, but it's just easier in Tasty. So find the $10, strikes that you need and go and put it in on your app. And I figure I probably do need to do, maybe one day I'll share my mobile phone screen onto the computer and we'll show you how to do all that. That may be an upcoming session that we offer so that you guys can do this. Because I want y'all to be successful too. It worries me. I see cancellations every day. Now, we get several signups every day, people coming in our room, and then people cancel, or people are doing this. Oh, I'm gonna wait till January to get back in it. What the crap are you doing? Why is everybody waiting January? Oh, I'm making my New Year's resolutions. Why put off? Why put off till January what is good for you today? You can't live your life that way. You gotta look for opportunity. And if the opportunity is there today, you gotta take the opportunity. Take the opportunity, take the risk, do your stuff. Don't wait to January. Don't wait to January to start your diet and exercise. How many times did I do that? And then I go, well, I don't want to do it on January 1st because that's New Year's. I'm gonna eat like hog on New Year's. And then you go, well, January 2nd, let's don't do it January 2nd. And then next thing you know, you start on January 4th. And then you go eat like hog on January 4th. And then you're not gonna start until a week later because you got to start on a Monday, right? You can't start on a Sunday or a Saturday. Then you got to go, you starting on a Monday. How many times have I done that? And no telling how many times I gained much more weight because I was waiting for a Monday to start. No. Got to retrain the mind. You got to start today. Start today. You know, it's all in our mind. We're all going to be dead. Frank O. Harris died. Did y'all see that? Frank O. Harris died. And 72 years old. So I was really upset by it because I used to love watching him, play for the Steelers. And I saw when I was in the gym and he passed away 72. So I'm 52. That's 20 years. We all are crossing over Chili Jordan's tide at some point, right? So we got to take advantage of opportunities when they are present. Don't keep putting things off. I'm gonna wait to January. I'm gonna wait to February. I'm gonna wait till this. I gotta wait till that. I gotta wait till I get my money transferred over from here. I gotta do this. And then you just forget about it and you never do it. I am much more successful in my trading because I am here with y'all every day, even though we've done the dumbest mistakes. We jumped on everything else, but I think we got a really solid system. I think we're doing really, really well. So y'all hang in there. Yeah, and TDA app if you want to buy T-bills. Yep. Yeah, I agree with you on that too, Ken. Ken suggests you do your metrics at the same time every day. And that's pretty much what we do here, right? When we're live here, that's when we update them. And then I don't update it again until tomorrow. But I could probably tell you in all three of my accounts, I'm probably going to put on a new trade tomorrow. Don't care what the market does. Don't care how the market moves. I just know that probably we're taking more risk tomorrow. So once we have our Muscadine Mafia session on Friday, hopefully we'll start coming out of the haze and having a little more clarity on the hedges. There's, we'll come out. The big question is, do we even need a hedge? That's the big question. Some of you will be feeling much more comfortable having a hedge. So we'll work on it. Because the only thing that's going to stop us could be, Armageddon. Other than that, we're going to be fine. But then you're saying, well, if Armageddon's going to wipe us out, then we want to, but you can't play for Armageddon. Alabama, when they go for national championship, of course, not this year, but you can't go, hey, man, we're going to go to the Superdome for the national championship or Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And, what if Mercedes-Benz Stadium collapses and kills all the players and all the fans and all the coaches? I mean, you can't play for that. Yeah, those things could happen, I guess, but you don't play for that. What if the plane goes down on the way to, to the game with all the players in there, So we keep our risk mitigated by keeping our position small, right? We're trying to keep this as small as possible. We're trying to keep this not too heavy as well. We're trying to keep this not too long so that, what directional risk do we have? We really don't have a lot of directional risk. We're flat deltas in a bullish strategy. High class problems. All right, guys, great session. I'll see y'all tomorrow.